My weed is out, and I'm fucked for the rest of the day, unless I just eat it. It smells delicious. We like wrestling. Is that gone? The
Yes,
oh, good
because I have that new entrance. The new entrance. Fucking
intro.
We got to make you an entrance, man. We got to do it.
We officially have an intro for YouTube.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
used to just like be like we like wrestling.
Like
Very-
Jeff Rebel and
Yeah, like
intro.
very
Listen, when you
AI
start, you know, you
You
got
got to start from somewhere. You know.
Yeah,
login code. This is harder than you thought. We're probably live.
probably.
Hello, if we're live.
You want to pull it up?
Just a little bit.
You want to pull it up on your phone? Whatever. We're live at Vibefest, by the way.
Maybe.
We have a guest with us, Tyson. He's a friend of mine.
What's up?
Yeah, look at that. We like wrestling Vibefest.
How are you?
It's on YouTube. It's on
Oh, it's on
YouTube,
YouTube?
Facebook, wherever. Yeah, you can go on Facebook too.
Yeah, I got it on Facebook right now.
Cool. I'm in an obnoxious suit because it's me. I'm vibing. My style is that I have no style.
Oh,
So
yeah, we're live.
I'm Jared. I'm here with Justin,
Yo, what's up?
John,
Everybody.
and our guest Tyson.
How you guys doing?
Thank you for coming on, by the way.
Of course. man,
Um,
always.
Tyson starting his journey
Yeah.
Yes.
journey of wrestling, which is a beautiful game, by the way.
You shared some exciting
journeyofwrestling.com.
news with us. I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. man.
You're not in camera, so move over a little bit.
Very barely in
Pull
camera.
the table.
A little bit
Stay
your way.
back.
Everything's kind of overlapping.
There we go. Always professional. Always.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, professional. Sure.
Figure it out as we go. It would actually have been easier if he would have got up and angled the camera, but it's fine.
We're live.
Yeah.
Nothing's
Better.
perfect.
Doing it
Can you see
live.
me
Doing
now?
it live.
There's a slight delay, and I don't like looking at that. It messes me up. Makes me trip
So
on liquid death.
your announcement that you made Thursday, you're training to be a professional wrestler.
Yes, I'm very excited.
I'm
You have
excited for you.
First thing you need is a name. What's your name?
The name I came up with was Tyrone Maida. Little backstory on that
Yes.
name. So my name is Tyson, obviously, and when I was growing up, whenever I would get in trouble from my parents, they would say, "Tyrone, get your ass over here," and I'm just like, "Oh, that's how I know I was in trouble."
Oh, okay.
And when I was playing a wrestling game, I was just like, Tyrone Maida just sounds really cool, you know?
Maida.
And
Maida.
Maida is part of my last name.
Okay.
My last name's Almeida.
Oh,
And
okay.
when I heard just Maida, I was like, rolls off the tongue really nice. You know what I mean?
Also, if you used Omega, they'd think you were ripping off of Omega.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to rip off Kenny Omega. He's one of the greatest of all time.
he sure is.
He's one of my tops.
Yeah.
Him and Osprey are like 1 and 2 for me right now.
Yes.
Seth is up there too.
Not Swerve.
That's
Swerve is
who I
good.
really want to model after when I do start my journey. Is watching Seth Rollins. I was like, man, this guy could do it all.
So
Yeah.
Seth and Kenny. Is that your two inspirations, or
My inspiration, I would say Seth is definitely
Oh,
the
okay.
main inspiration. I would also like Bryan Danielson
okay?
as well, because
My
Bryan
current
Danielson
favorite.
likes to beat you on the mat.
Yeah.
And he can take a risk, but only when he needs to. You know what I mean? So I am small, like skinny as hell. Everyone thinks I'm gonna be doing these like flippy stuff and all that. But I want to be the type of person where it's like, I can do that if you want, but I'm going to beat you in the ring, 1, 2, 3.
Nice. I like it.
And you are going with 3 Legacies, correct?
Yes, I am with 3 Legacies Wrestling.
Not so. I made that suggestion not only because we're all friends with Ricardo, but we've seen the way he teaches, and it's so hands-on. And
It'll
it's
definitely
patient, and-
be complementary to your style.
yeah, he's very Bryan Danielson like, where like it's always touching, and there's some knowledge behind it, like kind of like the Samoa Joe thing, where like if he's standing there waiting for somebody to jump, why just stand there? Might as well just move out of the way.
Yeah.
And he does that type of training. Some of the guys, hey man, some of the guys from his school, Just Jay, I feel like you will have a similar style to him.
I think he commented on my Instagram post. Which
Oh,
was
yeah?
really cool of him.
Very cool.
I know Adam did. AJ.
Yeah.
Those two, I feel like you'll be very similar.
Yeah, you might be the next member of, what are they called?
New Super Gen.
Super Generation.
Super
Yes.
Generation. Jay is amazing.
I still think they need some X-Men gear. Some
Yeah.
next gen X-Men gear.
Oh,
Now, when you create yourself in the video games, are you mostly a face or a heel?
so I'm mostly a babyface, but as I kept playing it, the heel dynamic is so interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put myself as like an unhinged heel.
I've
where it's
never
like-
wanted to be a face.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody that I've asked-
My natural
yeah, he's a
I'm
dick.
naturally a heel.
Everybody that I've asked, they always say it's more fun to play a heel.
Yeah, like that's something that
You get to
I
dictate the
thought
match,
of
too.
later, where it was like, oh, if I'm a heel, like I can go out there in the crowd and like look at someone and say like, oh, you suck. Like, you know what I mean?
Heels dictate the pace of the match too.
Yes. Like if I want to psychologically like mess with somebody in the ring, like I feel like I can do that because like sometimes I have a tendency to come off cocky, and
Yeah.
especially when I play like video games and stuff with my friends, and I'm like, I can really use that when I get into the ring if I were to be a heel,
Yeah.
and it would be so much fun to bring that dynamic.
Speaking of training at Three Legacies, we'll have one of the students there join us later on.
I like those glasses, by the way.
Yeah.
Are they actual pit vipers? No, me neither.
Um,
I ain't paying $100
A
for
lot
a
of
pair of
wrestlers say
glasses.
that they love the creative freedom that being a heel gives them.
Yeah, you probably don't sell as much
Yeah.
merch, but you get to have a lot more fun in the ring.
Oh yeah.
so breaking the fourth wall here, Zay Snook, he turned on Ricardo, became the biggest heel in Three Legacies. He's now charging for pictures. I'm like,
oh,
why are you charging for pictures? He's like, I'm a heel. Everybody hates me. You want
Yeah.
a picture? Yeah,
uh-huh.
Got to pay for it.
that's fucking smart. I love it.
That came from Hawthorne.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Hawthorne was born heel too.
Hawthorne is great.
And
Um,
again, in breaking fourth wall, the guy's a fucking sweetheart. He's amazing.
he really
I love
is.
him. I really, really love him.
He really is. I know
Um,
you weren't there to experience that match, but that mime match,
Oh yeah,
Picture
I missed the
perfect.
mime match. Yeah,
picture perfect. Imagine a guy from theater doing mime work.
yeah. He's
He worked a mime, and they had a table, but they didn't have a table.
met a lot of
Brilliant.
people, met a lot of characters in my time in the wrestling business, and he's definitely one of the top ones.
It also helps that he
He's just a
actually
good
does
person.
theater, so he
Yeah.
can bring that to his wrestling character. I will say you'll probably learn both face
Yeah.
and heel. Now, as fans, we probably go into that thinking, okay, it's not that hard. We know how to run the ropes. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I had a tryout. It sucked. Your body will hurt.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you, keep your feet down, buddy.
Jesus will
Don't
tell
put
you
your
the
feet
same
up.
thing. It'll hurt, but I know you have that will to keep going.
Yeah.
You want to be entertaining. You want to have fun with it. Definitely take whatever he says and run with it.
Right.
If I didn't trust him, I wouldn't put his stuff over.
Right.
We saw Jay as one of the first students.
He was literally the first student we saw.
Yeah, the first time we stepped into that training school, Jay was there.
Jay was there.
Wow.
He was this nerd.
I was gonna
glasses,
say, I thought, who's this fucking dork?
he's a ref, right? But yeah, so if you're worried about appearance too, you'll get there.
Yeah.
You just gotta work. Just work for it, and I know you can.
That's one thing I know about myself is like when I really, really want something, I'm going to give it 110%. Like this is something like I've been watching this since I was 5 years old.
So, getting at that, what was your start? Cena? I assume
would say
you're
Cena,
you're
Cena,
5.
Orton.
So, for fans who don't know, because he didn't even know, we actually grew up next door to each other.
Yeah.
His parents lived next to my mom, like right next door. The houses touch. So, if you would have had a blast if I would have known you were a wrestling fan as a kid.
Yeah. Because like across the street, the one guy, his name's Zach.
Amy's brother.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
See?
Yeah. See.
I know the older kids. I know Amy and Emily. Yeah.
Yep. Me and Zach would also wrestle on the side of the house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. We used to
one
do
time,
that.
My friend who is like he's 6'3", like 200 50 pounds. My dumb ass was like, I'm going to try to suplex you. And looking at me, like, I'm skinny as hell. And I'm like, I'm going to try it. And I got him up
Yeah.
somehow. And I almost fractured my elbow.
Oh
doing
boy.
It. And but it was so.
Yeah, we don't advocate backyard wrestling.
We've all
can get hurt, but we've all done.
We've all done it at least
even
once.
at home. You see that commercial for "Don't try this at home."
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm
No,
doing it.
try it.
I
Try
had,
it
I
at the
had
park.
wrestling pillows that I did move.
Yeah.
with.
Me and my
Speaking
pillows
of
were putting on 5-star classics.
three legacies, they're in the chat on YouTube. So Ricardo, one of your students here, take care of him. He'll work for you. I know he will.
You're a hard worker, man. I'm excited.
I'm really happy for you, man. It was so hard not to tell people about it.
Yeah, same here. Like, I just want to tell everybody, but like, I had people like messaging me saying like, "What is this like? Like, what are you gonna do?" Like, some people were saying like, "Are you having a kid?" I was like, "No, not yet, not with this."
I appreciate you taking.
Wrestling's easier.
Yeah, right. A lot easier.
Yeah.
I appreciate you
You made
taking
the right
my,
choice. Go with wrestling.
my advice on which school to go to.
Yeah,
Obviously, we've never trained with them, but like I said, we've watched, and it's great. And like I said, I had a tryout. I didn't like it. After the next day, I was like, it hurts, but maybe this is.
You tried it. You got in a ring and you gave it a little bit of something, and then you went, "How can I do this without hurting myself? How can I be part of the business?" And you figured it out. You adapted to what you could do.
Yeah, I enjoy the behind the scenes stuff more. Even before doing photography, I was a backstage interviewer, and my personality, I don't get excited, man. Even when I'm excited, I'm not excited.
You get extremely excited.
But it's not like most people.
You
like,
are a fucking mark.
but I don't express.
Oh my god! Look who's over there.
I don't express my emotions like most people do. Like
We're at Denny's with TJP. Oh my!
I mark out,
I can't
I mark
believe
out.
it.
but like at Mania, right? You and Katie were like, "Oh my god, this is." And I'm
I
like,
was so.
I was just there like, "Oh yeah, this is cool." Like I don't know. It's just me. I don't like faking excitement. Like,
Yeah,
it's not me. I'm just me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited, but I don't show it the way most people do.
Mhm.
But doing the that's what hurt me with the interview, because even on the podcast, Justin carries this whole fucking show. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the emotions. It's just not me. But doing the photography and doing the behind the scenes stuff, helping with certain things. I enjoy that because it's a side that I never knew as a kid, and for a while it was like, what do you mean wrestling is fake? Like they're in there, they're hurting each other.
We're talking about wrestling's fake.
It's not fake.
Yeah.
Predetermined.
Predetermined. It's scripted.
Tell your body it's fake the next day.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I would, if once I get into this, people will tell me it's fake. I'm like, you get in there and try and do this.
Yeah.
So what I say to that is, so is your favorite movie.
Yep.
Movies are also
Why
fake.
do you watch wrestling when it's fake? You watch Fast and Furious, don't you?
I was just watching that before I came here. Like,
I'm sorry.
So Dwayne Johnson isn't in a car flying to space.
Yeah.
That's just
You
not.
probably could.
yeah, he probably could.
But it's
Cut a
not
promo
fake.
while he's doing it.
Like, and they're like, "Oh, you're getting so offended." It's not fake. Like, it's scripted. It's predetermined. You go in there and take a suplex and tell me it's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is gonna hurt. It's
I just had this conversation with my girlfriend yesterday.
About wrestling.
Yeah, she's like, "Well, they're all actors, right?" I'm
Yes.
like,
Yeah, sort of.
"Should they go to acting
Kinda.
school, right?" I go, "No, they go
No.
to wrestling school.
Yeah.
Acting school is for Hollywood."
Yeah.
it's
In acting, you don't
Yeah,
have
but
to
they're
take
all
your
acting like
you
they're
don't,
wrestling. I'm like, "I'm gonna smack you."
you don't have to do your own stunts when you're an actor.
Yeah, it's cool.
You're acting and you're doing your own stunts when you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
It is being an actor and a football player all in one.
It really is. And you play football.
I did. Yeah.
You're a receiver.
I was a wide receiver.
Yeah, you got the
Body
long
type of
arms.
wide
But yeah, you,
receiver.
yeah,
Also
yeah,
a safety as well. Those are
Ooh.
the two that I like to play. Like, being a safety, especially, like, just watching everything and seeing how everything's going to develop. Like, that was my like bread and butter while playing football with my friends. It's like, oh, I see something over here. Like, watch this over here.
reading.
Like,
Yeah.
just reading everything. And that's how I kind of take wrestling too. Like, even when I'm watching as a fan, like, I'll watch this and I'll watch like some facial like movement, and I'm like, man, like just that little movement just tells it all.
We
And
should all watch
that's-
MLW tonight together.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch MLW. It's free on YouTube, by the way. Our friend Ricardo is gonna be in the Battle Riot match, along with, I don't know if you know, Chris Danger.
Yes.
I'll be watching a 90s one.
I actually, we can talk about it later. When we were talking about the excitement thing, like I feel like I used to do a wrestling show on Twitch with the WWE
Oh, really?
game.
Oh, okay.
And I would make all of my friends and throw them in Royal Rumbles, Battle Royals, and I had Chris Danger in there.
Dude,
And,
Chris Danger plays 2K on YouTube. He plays an AEW game.
So he's the video game version of Chris Van Vliet.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
But he was always just a video game guy. And when I found out he was training to be a wrestler, I was so excited. And he always played a heel. And now that he is trained, he's trained by Tyler Breeze and Sean Spears.
Nice.
I'm a
That's
mark
great
for
training.
Sean Spears.
I've always.
I don't think he gets appreciated
I
enough.
don't think Tyler Breeze gets appreciated.
Yeah.
That too. We always talk about Tyler Breeze. and-
Tyler Breeze was the person trusted to face Jushin Thunder Liger in
Yeah.
his one and only WWE match.
Yeah.
It was Tyler Breeze.
Brought him in for Japan, wrestled, and sent him back home.
Yeah.
Yeah. His gimmick in NXT, I felt like was so perfect.
It was beautiful.
like the
I loved
the
it.
time.
selfie
times.
stick and
Yeah.
everything. Like it was just so good.
And
And he made him and
but they turned it.
him and Brizongo
Yeah.
as Brizongo with Fandango. They made that work. That was not supposed to work.
Fashion Police.
Yeah.
They made that shit work. I was looking for it. All the Fashion Police shit.
Mhm.
I loved that
yeah.
They got themselves over. Yeah.
in a
Yep.
time where I wasn't really watching it because I didn't really like anything else they were doing.
I thought that gimmick would have worked. I liked him too.
I think so too. Even with people now like Pretty Deadly. Like I think they have so much potential.
One's hurt, right?
Yeah, well, I think one of them's
Yeah.
hurt right now. But like watching them in NXT, I'm like, these guys have potential. Like,
Yeah,
they could be like a Breezango.
I liked
And
them.
I was like, these guys are so entertaining. Like even like at WrestleMania when they were running down the tag teams before the ladder match, I was like, these guys are entertaining. We got to give them a green light.
Yeah.
Like,
I personally like Creed Brothers right now.
Yes,
I'm a big Creed Brothers and
I'm waiting for that stable
and-
with Gable.
yeah, and Gallius.
It's
I
coming.
If he
really like
resigns.
Gallius.
Yes.
I know Justin said this about the Iconics. Everyone gave them shit because they're annoying, they're obnoxious, they don't really wrestle.
That's the
Justin
point.
said, I got it. That's the point.
Yeah.
They're doing their job.
That's what's pretty deadly. They're supposed to be pain in the ass
Yeah,
guys you hate. Then
and
you're doing your
Brizongo.
job.
Yeah.
Same thing with like, back to the Chris Danger thing. We saw him as like a YouTube guy.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, this YouTuber is doing wrestling. But I knew he had it in him to train and be a wrestler.
Yeah.
His first match in DPW was supposed to be against Adam
Double
Cole.
penetration
Yes,
wrestling.
I saw that. I saw the video with him calling him out.
Delta Pro or something.
Double penetration.
So Adam Cole was supposed to be his first opponent, and I'm like, oh shit. I mean, they know
amazing.
each other because they play games together or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, that's gonna be good.
Oh, he's part of that group of guys.
Yeah, him and Creed and
Breeze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cesaro, which is
Yeah.
I find weird that Cesaro and Miro play video games.
So
That's weird. Hey, where they get red cups? They got solo cups. It needs something good in them.
But I saw that and I'm like, oh, cool. And then that Adam Cole was hurt. It still is. So he was like, okay, well, you know, who's my opponent? Whatever. It was Sean Spears. That match was fucking good. For a guy's first match, you can't get any better than that.
Mhm.
And he had one of his trainers take care of him, and it showed. He has a gash from it. He went through a table. He sliced his arm, and it wasn't just like
Nice.
a cut. It was like a piece of his arm came off.
That's one thing I'm ready for. I'm ready for the battle scars. You know, like
I never
that's
gig.
one thing I've always said to myself when
I do have a broken tooth. When somebody kicks you, turn your head.
And
Yeah.
dislocated shoulder.
Oh yeah, dislocated shoulder. I cannot do a drop kick. I did one drop kick. I put my arm straight out to stop myself, and it popped my shoulder out. So yeah, it's not dislocated. It's called subluxed. So dislocation is your shoulder looks like this. Dislocation is when it goes out and then doesn't go in.
Okay.
A sublux is when it goes out, tears something, but then goes back in. So I've got torn shit in there forever. I'm never gonna get fixed.
Yeah, that's fucking windy. Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
it
That
is.
feels good though, because it was hot.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I don't feel any of it.
Everything.
Yeah, you guys are lucky. So what are you most excited for during this journey?
I'm really excited to learn. Like, I think it's just cutting a promo. Because
Oh
It's
boy,
hard.
it's very. I know
it's not.
how
It's
hard
actually
gonna
really easy
be.
if you have personality.
Like when I would be on Twitch and I would do things like commentate like AI wrestlers, and get excited for when they do a big move, and I just had that in me naturally. I even did it with football. Like I commentated on football stuff and
Oh, nice.
getting excited and showing a personality where it's like, hey, like this is entertaining stuff. And
It's easy if you know how to pick like a couple bullet points of what you know,
Mhm.
and then just sprinkle things in. It's all
Yeah.
about just talking. Keep talking.
yeah,
Like I could cut a promo on you, and I could say, from what I've already learned about what you expect for wrestling. So you think you're going to take me down? You think you want to mat wrestle me? I'm going to punch you in the face. See what you do when you get punched in the face. Because I'll tell you what, everybody has a game plan until they're punched in the face. And I
Right.
dare you to come after me. I dare you to shoot on me. I'll take a knee, I'll take a leg, and I will take every body part you have and I will wear it down until you can't move anymore. I will pin you in the middle of the ring. It'll be 1, 2, 3. You'll be looking at the lights and it'll be the end of the night and you'll wonder why you became a pro wrestler.
Woo!
And it's that
See,
easy.
I can't.
yeah,
I'm not creative. I can't come up with shit off the top.
It's just about keep talking.
yeah.
Keep talking. Shit just goes.
That's
I
the
didn't
thing, like,
I didn't
I
think
like-
about
I like
that
to
until
ramble, which is
just
like-
that minute. I didn't know anything about your character.
Uh-huh.
I didn't talk about your character. I talked about what I'm going to do to you. I didn't say I'm going to kill you. Stay away from that stuff. I'll kill you. I'll beat you into smithereens.
Yeah,
Because then when you don't kill somebody, now you look like a liar.
yeah. You look stupid.
But as long as I keep trying, if we wrestle and I keep trying to beat you, I'm doing what I said I'm going to do. I'm going to beat you in the ring. 1, 2, 3. It's easy.
And that's the thing with me is like one thing I've kind of put together with the babyface character that I want to do is I know I'm small. I'm not
Yeah.
like the ideal wrestler where they have big muscles and all of that. But I'm going to give you 110%. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to go the distance with you. You're going to say, "Oh, I'm going to beat this scrawny kid to the mat." I'm like, "No, dude. I'm going to keep getting up. I'm
Yeah.
going to keep coming at you."
That's a
with
good
everything
gimmick to have.
See, Super Gen.
Yeah.
That really is Super Gen.
Yeah.
Do you like anime or like nerdy shit?
I don't watch anime that much.
Okay.
But I do like watching a lot of animated stuff, like just in general.
They're all comic book nerds.
Yeah. Super Gen. Hey Jay and hey Jay, you need a third?
You got your
There you
third.
go.
You got your sixth man
I'm ready, man.
for that trios title.
What do you, in your opinion, what do you think will be the hardest thing for you to get the grasp of?
I think it's definitely going to be learning how to take a bump and,
Oh, it's actually
and
it's
always
beautiful.
learning how to do it right.
It's front
um,
bumps that suck.
Yeah, it's going to be the thing of how I'm going to land and making sure I do that right, because it's not only about protecting you, it's protecting you, of course, but also protecting your opponent.
Yeah,
And that's one thing that I want to kind of cater myself to is
being
protecting
protective.
everybody.
Bret Hart.
Yes.
Bret Hart never injured anybody. No one has ever been injured wrestling Bret Hart, but
But Goldberg.
Goldberg injured him.
Goldberg, kick you in the chest.
But see, you say front bumps are hard. I've seen people struggle with the back bumps and
No.
then get the front bump. Like,
Nah, front bumps suck.
I don't know. I like from watching some of the students. It's like, oh, okay, because like
Front bumps suck because you're trying. You've got to teach yourself to not stop yourself.
Your body's natural instinct when it
It's
sees
to-
its face first.
Is to put your hands down.
Stop. Yeah.
You got to
Backwards,
teach
you don't know
yourself.
what's coming. so
Yeah,
you just fall.
backwards you just fall. I could take a bump right now and it wouldn't hurt.
If you're
But-
falling face first, your body's natural inclination is to stop.
Yeah.
the hardest thing for me for taking a back bump was my head.
Yep.
You gotta stop your head from
Tuck your
hitting.
chin.
And I could never do that.
Tuck your chin.
My head always hit.
Tuck
I don't know
your chin.
why, but that was the hardest thing for me. And honestly, after my tryout, my neck was so fucking stiff
Yeah.
because of all the whiplash. And I'm like, this sucks. It really does suck.
It's also stiff from all the dick sucking you do.
It will never not. So, hey, I'm a mark.
Hey, man, it's Pride Month.
I'm a
It's
mark.
Pride Month. That's true.
I'm a mark.
You can suck all the
Yeah.
dick you want, man. I don't care.
Look, Jesus Ricardo, he's great. You can learn
He's
so
a
much.
good
From him.
person. Like he's a
He
good
is
person.
genuine.
He is
one of my
favorite people.
The Ricardo you meet is Ricardo.
And everybody at Three Legacies is also great people.
Oh,
Yeah.
When
I've never met an asshole.
when I
Three
told
Legacies.
you that they're close knit and they support each other, I mean it.
Yeah.
There's been
That's funny. John, you just read that? That's good. It's good shit.
what
Venmo, please.
Yeah.
what did we just see?
It said it was a van and it said spent all my savings on this van, Venmo, please.
I think
That's
information.
awesome. But really, like they're all there to help each other. nobody is better than anybody else.
Right.
And sometimes Jay has that mentality, but it's just a thing. They really do support each other. I've seen people go in there who just can't grasp anything as fast as other people,
Right.
but they're patient. They will teach as long as you're willing to learn.
Right.
If they have to say something 10 times, do it 10 times. You know what I mean? Just go in there and learn. That's,
Repetition.
that's the best
Training
thing.
is like having 20 matches in one night.
Right.
Training sucks more than having wrestling matches. So once you get through training, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing that Three Legacies does, they have a student showcase.
Mhm.
And that is for students to be able to showcase their skills in front of a not so big crowd. They invite their family and friends to watch them in their wrestling form. And it helps them to cut promos. It helps them to become the character that they want to be. There's not as much embarrassment or like nervousness because it's people that they know.
Mhm.
Whereas if you would just train and then have your first match in front of 200 people, holy shit, what is happening to me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it helps you get to that point.
Mhm.
And I will say, train as much as you can. Even
Yeah.
if you think you don't need it, train.
Yeah.
And keep it slow.
That's one
When you
thing.
think you're going too slow, slow it down.
Yeah.
Jay is one of the best examples. He was one of the first people we've seen there, and he showed up every day. You get your money's worth.
Yeah.
As long as you want to do it,
And you'll get in, you'll get out of it what you put in.
Right.
Yeah. I promise you, if you want to do it, you will learn. I am super excited for you. We're here at Vibe Fest. Nine Collective is hosting Vibe Fest. There's a ton of vendors here.
So much face painting.
There's
Yeah.
face painting next to us. There's hot
There's face
sauce.
painting on both sides of us.
Yeah.
Behind us, I think.
And behind us. Yeah.
There's baked goods. There's hot
Yeah.
sauce. There's fucking plants. There's everything. We have
All
stuff
kinds
in
of
the
crafts.
store too.
Yeah.
I should go in at some point and buy some fucking snacks because they take
Yeah.
all my money. I recommend going into Nine Collective. There's imported snacks. There's drinks, chips, candy
Oh, that's dope.
from Japan, China, the Middle East, all different places. If you're in PA, 12 to 5 today, Vibe Fest is happening, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Nine Collective on Columbia Ave. It's right across from Three Legacies Wrestling School. So if you want to take a peek at what the school is, it's over there.
Yeah.
Nobody's there because Ricardo is in Atlanta for MLW tonight. But we're just here vibing, inviting anybody and everybody to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? This is your first podcast.
This is my first one. Like I've watched a whole bunch.
Oh, you'll be on
man.
many more times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll invite you on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. 100%.
There's students that we haven't even had on yet.
Yeah.
So anytime you want to talk about anything, let us know. I was lucky enough to attend WrestleMania with Tyson
Yes.
due to our friend getting sick. And it was literally 10 a.m. Sunday morning. Hey, do you want my ticket? And I was like, oh, shit.
Still have to pay me back for that ticket, man. He still has to pay me back for that.
I was told I don't
I
have
have
to.
to give him a suplex or something.
Yeah.
I was told I don't have to.
Well, here's a
But-
chance, cut a promo on him.
Yeah, cut a promo on him. Give me my money, bro. Like,
That experience is once in a lifetime, man. I appreciate. You went to both nights.
I was there both nights, man. And just getting into the stadium and seeing the set, I was like, I fully knocked something off my bucket list. Like just
Okay.
being a part of that night and seeing everything that went down was truly amazing. The crowd was like anything else. And I can attest because on night 2, you were there. It was probably the most hype I've ever been at a wrestling
Yeah.
event. I was like cursing out Roman fans, saying Cody's finishing the fucking story. And
Crybaby
you're gonna
Cody.
learn those lyrics to Kingdom. Like I was the biggest Cody supporter that night, but I appreciated everything
love
Roman's
it.
done.
As a kid, I always wanted to go to like just WWE events in general.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I'm like, man, WrestleMania is like the thing.
Yes.
And it sucks that they don't do fan access anymore
yes.
because that was the thing that I really wanted to do, and we've talked about it too. Like going to WrestleMania, it's a wrestling show,
Mhm.
right? But something about that crowd and that feeling is different.
Yeah.
But being able to experience fan access, that was the thing that like you got to commentate on matches at fan access before.
Yeah. But I didn't go to Mania.
No, but like it's stuff like that where it's like
Take a picture with a belt. We get to meet
it's stuff that normal fans don't get to
Sandman wasn't that
experience.
great,
But you get to commentate, pretend like you're Michael Cole and commentate matches. And like,
Man, I wish I could do that because
It
I
was-
did that on Twitch. Like
Mine's
commentating
terrible.
and
It's
all that.
super. I was like, Matt Hardy goes for his finisher. 'Cause I know the move. I just couldn't,
The funny
but-
thing, I'm sorry to interrupt, but one of my friends, Gearson, I don't know if he's watching right now. I made him in the game, and he's a big dude, and he loves John Cena. He's his favorite guy. So I was like, I got to come up with some names for these moves for these guys. So I renamed the 5-knuckle shuffle to the turkey tit shuffle. And because I used to call him turkey tits all the time just for fun. And I was like, he's going for the turkey tit shuffle. And then he would just do it. And then he would just start dying laughing. He's like, where
Nice.
did you come up with that? I was like, it kind of just came to me.
Yeah.
And then we got like the turkey tit tumbler, which was the AA.
Nice.
And like just coming up with names for your moves.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be that's
It's
the fun part. Yeah.
Like I already came up with a few things for me.
I never came up with a name for my basement clothesline. I just called it basement clothesline.
Yeah.
do you have an idea of what finishing moves you want?
So
Don't do a basement clothesline.
I want to do the Claymore because
Okay.
as of right now, I'm not that big. I can't
Yeah.
really lift anyone up at the
But
moment.
you can throw yourself at somebody.
Exactly, where it's like I can hit this out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and let's say, they're feeding into the crowd, like, oh, look at this guy.
And you
Like,
mentioned that you like Brian, and really the Claymore is a Brian thing.
yeah,
Like that's Brian.
Brian does a running knee
Psycho
running
knee.
knee.
Yeah. It's just as a
Drew
as a
just-
drop kick.
because he's 8 feet tall. It
Yeah.
doesn't-
he just
but
kicks
across
him
the
right in
ring,
the
yeah.
mouth.
It's
Yeah.
a psycho
You know?
knee. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I just give me a good shot
Yeah.
because
This guy loves his photography shots.
ever since I met Jay and I knew he did the swerve kick, I made it a mission to capture the swerve kick, and I finally got the perfect shot.
I seen it. It was phenomenal, dude.
I put it next to the swerve.
You should call it a just kick.
It's just a kick.
It's just
Yeah,
a kick.
just a kick.
Just a kick. But now my next mission is to get Zay spearing Jay and Jay doing that like Swerve did.
Yeah.
Nice.
Swerve apparently Swerve saw the picture.
Oh,
He
that's
did. I
cool.
appreciate it, man. I worked so hard to get the perfect angle because Jay always did it on a certain side, and I'm never on that side.
Yeah.
But just know that so from watching wrestling for so long, and being in the backstage type thing, I've been around people talking about like going over the matches and stuff. I've learned, okay, he's doing this, so this is coming next. So that helps me with doing photography as well. Once I start to learn how you move and how you work, I'll get there. And I gotta be honest, one of the biggest things I was worried about is the speed
Yes.
because fucking Jay is quick. Um,
That's how I feel I'm going to be when I get in there.
but I did a match with Jay against AJ, and I was fine.
Yeah.
It's just I know how they work, and again, being best friends, you go out there and do the best that you can with each other. You hit them the hardest that you'll ever hit anybody because they're your friend.
Mhm.
And they're not gonna get mad at you.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure AJ got a busted lip or something, but it was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I've learned a lot for doing.
You know your best friend will take care of you in the ring.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We will support you.
Yeah.
We'll be at the school.
Yep.
Quite often.
I really
Um,
appreciate it. Like when I made the announcement, like the amount of support that I got on the post was overwhelming a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. And just seeing people that really want to see this happen for me. Because like one thing that people may not know about me, when I was in high school, we did this thing where we were announcing where we were going to college. And I thought it was a bright idea to blast John Cena's theme music
Oh.
in the auditorium, and I ran down in front of the entire school to announce that I was going to Penn State. And that's how much I love the business and just love wrestling. The fact that I was going in front of that many people, and I was perfectly fine. Now I tried to cut a promo, and that was really bad. That, I can get better with that. But another funny thing is the superintendent saw what I was doing, and he lined up all the cheerleaders down the aisleway.
That's cool.
And I was
That's
like, this is the coolest thing I have ever experienced.
You picked the right school too, Penn State.
That's awesome.
And I wanted to do more. And I was like, I really want to just go in front of a crowd, show them what I can do. And not only that, just to bring a story back to Muhlenberg, which is where I grew up.
Yeah.
Because Lonnie Walker did it for Reading.
Yeah.
and he brought the city up, put it on his back.
Yeah.
I want to do that with Muhlenberg.
The
Muhlenberg, doesn't
Berg,
really
baby. The
have
Berg.
that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like bringing a championship back to Muhlenberg. That is my goal. Like I want to bring one back and say, hey, I'm still here. I'm going to make you guys proud.
Hell yeah, man.
And I know you're a big wrestling fan, and it's honestly, you're a Cena fan, right?
Yeah, I would say so. He's not my favorite of all time.
No, but
just everything
it's
he's
what
done.
got you started.
Yeah.
It's just like Shawn. Like, I love Shawn Michaels. Is he my favorite of all time? Is he the best worker? No, but he's what made my childhood. I fucking
Yes.
loved Shawn. I used to put on pretend matches where I was Shawn and my partners were all of Shawn's old partners. You know, like Diesel and Marty and Razor would be around. You know, like that's what I would do.
For me, it was
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy is my all-time favorite.
Mm.
I would get on
I'm
my
sorry.
bed frame, hit a swanton bomb.
I'm not a
Twisted
Jeff Hardy.
Fate.
I love Matt.
Like
I love
Matt.
Matt.
that was me, like just making the stock armbands and
Yeah.
doing all of that. Like,
That's
the
funny.
amount of socks I have
Hey, we
ripped
have
up.
some Jeff Hardy gloves for sale.
Yeah. No,
I have to check those out.
no.
Some makeshift Jeff Hardy. Anybody that
Having a
knows
sale here, guys.
anybody that knows you knows that you like wrestling, and you're not afraid to admit it.
No,
And that's great to see, honestly, because there's some wrestling fans that are just so embarrassed to like wrestling.
I'm not gonna lie. Like for
Zoe
a
and
long
Zoe.
time-
Oh yeah. Hey, she should come on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get her on later.
One of the students from Three Legacies, Jake.
Just
he's a-
showed up. Oh.
well,
Oh yeah, Jake's over there. Yeah.
Jake is about to play live
He
music.
is, so we should probably start cutting off soon.
But I'm excited for you. I'm happy for you.
Freebird.
Yo, come over here quick.
I can't see shit.
You come on too. Come over here. We want everybody to come on, man. Talk about wrestling. Talk
Yeah.
about whatever.
I can talk about wrestling. For
Yeah.
hours, man.
That's
Um,
actually how that started.
Yeah, that's how.
so
it
we were
started.
on another podcast, and we decided to do a wrestling episode.
No, you had another
You had a
podcast,
podcast.
and you brought me on, from what I remember,
And we
for
talked about
the
wrestling for
releases.
whatever.
But every time we hung out, we talked about wrestling anyway.
Yeah.
We would create these tournaments, and like, so
It was
we were
the-
like, you know what? Let's do a podcast. It's not that hard.
It was the COVID. It was the COVID releases, right?
Yeah.
It was the COVID releases. You had a sports podcast, and the COVID releases happened for WWE, and you asked me to come on, and
Yep.
that's how it started.
And honestly, what CVB said is true. The pro about podcasting is anybody can do it, but the con about podcasting is
Anybody can do it.
Yeah,
There's a billion.
We pretend to be professional. I mean,
Fake it till you make it.
yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff.
speaking of fake it till you make it, you
Yeah.
get an 8x10.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because we're not that that big of a deal.
We'll sign it for
But I'll
you.
sign it for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
yes.
sign it.
Yes.
Hopefully, I'll see it on eBay.
yeah. I'll put it on eBay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
What color do you want?
We're at the-
We should cut this though, because Jake's about to start.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, thank you
Tyson,
for coming
thank
on.
you for coming on.
you for having
Tyrone
me.
Maida.
Tyrone made it.
Look
The
out.
ultimate underdog. Coming
Yeah.
near you soon, man.
But seriously, we're happy for you. Thank
Yeah,
you so
very,
much.
very,
Enjoy
very
this
excited.
a lot of
Can't
it.
wait to see what you do, man.
Enjoy
Thank
it,
you.
man.
Yeah.
If you're in PA, come to Lancaster.
Vibe
Vibing
Fest.
at Vibe Fest. Nine
Why would
Collective.
Oh,
you
yeah.
anywhere in PA? I mean, that's kind of a drive for like Pittsburgh.
Who cares? Come on out.
People drive 4 hours for wrestling. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking come out, have a good time. There's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
foreign snacks inside the store. That's my favorite place. I go broke in there.
Some
there's some-
wrestlers, dude. Like you
Yeah.
like wrestling, this
Yeah.
is the place to be.
if you like
Yes.
wrestling, we like wrestling, so we have some wrestling stuff here.
Yeah.
We're doing a live podcast at Vibe Fest. Come out.
Thank
have
you for
fun,
watching. Yeah.
Buy some hot sauce. Buy whatever you want.
All right.
Come out, enjoy it.
Take off all the signs.
Yeah.
That was dope, man.
We'll get other people on.
And we might do more later. Just he's gonna play.